Hi, this is Kadoshi Nakara for Hollywood Entertainment News, and happy birthday to the Marines. I have a Marine sitting with me right here, Sergio Santoro. How are you doing, Sergio?
I'm doing great, Kale. I'm even happy to be here.
I'm happy that you're here too. It's such a special day, 248 years. It's incredible. How long have you served in the Marines?
I did 20 years. I was glad. It was life changing for me. I'm proud to be a retired Marine, but I'm still serving our community and I'm still serving our veterans as
Well, you
part of it.
forgot you forgot the one day.
And the one day, yes, but that's an
Yes.
admin thing that a lot of civilians don't know. But of course, yes, 20 years in one day. Let's not, make any mistakes on the paperwork.
No, no, no. That's wonderful. What does it mean to you to have served as a Marine?
It means a lot. It's different, right? And when you first come in as a junior Marine, you earn the Eagle Lobe and Anchor. It's tough depending on where you're from. You have a family. They hold you accountable as you progress through the ranks, whether you're an officer or an enlisted. Uh, Now you have a little bit more responsibility. Now, the mothers and dads of America are sending you their kids to earn the title, and you have to nurture that capacity, right? And you have to nurture it as far as the mission,
Mhm.
which I did, but then me having a son that was almost as old enough as a lot of the junior recruits that came in when I was a drill instructor. Now you look at it differently, right? This could be my son, this could be my daughter. So it's
Oh,
we have a saying in the Marine Corps: mission first, Marines always. Uh,
yes. And that reminds me of the Marine motto. Do you know what that is?
Semper Fidelis.
Yes. And what does that mean?
So it's always faithful, right?
Always faithful. Now, as far as a Marine goes, when they say always faithful, what exactly does that mean? Always faithful. Always faithful to what? To who?
You know what? That's a
When?
great question, KO. Really is a great question. Not breaking down in the simplest terms. If each individual Marine is proficient in their MOS, the military occupational specialty, takes their role as a mentor seriously, whether you're a non-commissioned officer, you're a staff non-commissioned officer, you're an officer, and you lead from the front and you lead by example with the people that are under your charge when you get promoted.
Right.
Semper Fi means that you do everything right according to towards accomplishment of the mission and with regard of the welfare of all your Marines. That's Semper Fi. That's Semper Fi to me.
Are you happy you served as a Marine?
I'm ecstatic. It taught me a great deal. For me, it was life changing. I realized that as a Marine, and especially as a senior staff and CO, I'm a servant leader. I get happiness from helping people, from trying to intervene, change lives, advise, help,
Right.
care. That's where it's at.
Yeah, it sure is. Now, this brings up a really nice subject. We can segue right into Veterans Day, which is the day after the birthday. Happy
Awesome.
Veterans Day as well. And
Thank you,
thank you
Kale.
so much for your service. You're an absolutely outstanding, incredible, earnest gentleman. I will say that. I've known you for a
Thank you,
while,
Kale.
and it's so nice to know that you were there helping with other Marines, keeping us safe. It's wonderful. What does, and I don't want to sound like I'm repetitive, but what does Veterans Day mean to you and your family and fellow veterans?
It means a lot. It means that we have a cadre of individuals in this country that, with the exception of a draft, are willing to sign on a piece of paper and at the very most expense risk their lives for what we believe in, right? Our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, our way of government, our freedoms, our First Amendment, Second Amendment, Third Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, the right that everybody has. You have the free will to do whatever you want in this country, as long
Right.
as it doesn't harm anybody else. That's what it means to me. That's why so many veterans, in my opinion, sign on that dotted line. They sign on a dotted line because you know what? You are free to reach out and grab your dream. You're free to
Right.
fail. You're free to love. You're free to understand. You're free to educate yourself. You're free to wonder if you're doing the right thing. A lot of people in this country don't know that. For the
No,
most part, you don't have that. You don't have that opportunity.
that's absolutely true. We owe you, we're in debt to the veterans, I will say, because you keep us safe. You give us our freedoms here in the Constitution. And it's just nice to know that you're here talking about Veterans Day and also celebrating Veterans Day with a lot of the other veterans. And I just want to
I would.
touch, oh, go ahead, dear.
I'm going to be remiss if I don't mention that your son's a veteran.
Yes, I was just going to get into that. Yes, my son's a veteran. I'm very, very proud of him. And I'm
We're proud of
also,
him.
and we're proud of the Veterans Green Initiative projects there. And it's just a wonderful organization where you can, you know, get rehabbed computer equipment and different things. And people should look into that. I'll have the website running out of on the bottom. But thank you very much, Sergio, for coming on and talking about the Marines' birthday and Veterans Day.
If I
And
could
I
add
wish,
one thing, KO.
sure,
So, uh, being a veteran is almost kind of like I'm going to be careful for what I ask for, right? When you're young, you join the military service, you're like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? And you understand that you're a part of a family. You're part of a group of individuals that you're goal oriented, but at the end of the day, you see the bigger picture. And I just want to bring up one thing. I want to bring up a veteran that many people might not know of, but he's Father Capone. He was an Army chaplain.
that's right.
And this individual served during the Korean War. He uh, he received the Congressional Medal of Honor. He is, and forgive me if I'm wrong, he's in line or looking at to be canonized as a saint uh,
Yes, that's
by the
true.
Catholic Church. So when you look at that, you look at how does this individual join the army? He becomes a chaplain, and he goes above and beyond. And I'm pretty sure he didn't do it because he thought that he was going to be canonized by the Catholic Church, or he was going to or he was going to earn the Congressional Medal of Honor. He did it because, in my opinion, KO, like your son served, and I served, and I had the opportunity and pleasure to train many young men and women that joined the Marine Corps, and it just isn't about the Marine Corps or joined the service during the time of war
Right.
that said, "Look, I believe in what this country stands for. I'm willing to lay it all on the line for our way of life." And what that tells me is, as an individual, as a leader, as something we're doing here at Veterans Youth Projects Initiative, creating work for families and their members, I'm going to hold true because it doesn't only matter what we do for them when they're active duty. It matters even more importantly what we do for them when they get out.
Right,
We have
exactly.
to be there for each other. We have
It's
to be there
true.
for each other. And that to me is my labor of love and why I sacrifice and struggle. And I want to go down this journey to try to create opportunities for our veterans.
God bless you. You are a tremendous, outstanding man, like I've said. It was so good to
Thank you,
get
Kate.
to know you. And thank you so much for mentioning Capone's battle. I had the privilege of interviewing Ian Gorman, the CEO of Third Coast Book Publications, and what a fantastic guy. And I'm glad you brought that up. So let's chat again sometime. And you go and
Definitely.
enjoy these two beautiful days, a Marine's birthday and happy Veterans Day. We'll see you later.
Likewise. And if you could give a hug to your son from us,
I will definitely do that. I will do that actually later today.
thank you, Kale.
Bye bye.
Bye.